The country's biggest bank is going to start using bots to fight back against scammers. Australians have lost at least $150 million this year so far to scammers. A lot of those losses are happening after people get called up by fraudsters who can impersonate people from banks or government agencies. Commonwealth Bank is now rolling out thousands of fake bots to try and confuse them. For more on this tactic, the bank's head of fraud, James Roberts, is with me. James, welcome. Firstly, what is a bot? It's basically artificial intelligence impersonating a person's voice, right?
Yeah, that's correct. So there's essentially two types of bot that we're running. One is a voice bot, which literally adopts Australian personalities, humour and nuances to pretend to be a real human being. And we also have messaging bots that have interactions which are in the written form, also mimicking the Australian population to protect them. And really super simply, for any minute that our bots are engaged with the scammers, those are minutes that the scammers are not spent engaging with Australians.
So essentially you're hoping to waste scammers' time with bots. Apart from wasting their time, how else do you think that this could disrupt scamming? Do you actually expect potentially these bots to figure out where the scammers are located and put the cops on them?
Yeah, so the scale of the bots is quite significant. There's 10,000 voice bots and 2,500 messaging bots. That's the initial scale that we're rolling out to. We're encouraging other banks and telcos to join us on this journey so that we can build almost a national immunity to scams, if you like, a defensive layer that makes it less profitable for scammers to operate within Australia.
Have you heard any of these calls yet between bots and scammers? What sorts of things have the scammers been saying as they figured out that you've got bots on them?
So generally speaking, not yet. There will come a point where they do. The calls are often very long. Our longest call at the minute is 55 minutes, where the scammers are completely unaware of it. We also use the scam conversations, both in messaging and voice, to collect intelligence as well, which we pull into the fraud systems at CommBank. And we use that to protect other Australians. So simplistically, one phone call might result in one piece of intelligence that then saves 10 other Australians. So a big multiplier effect to the efficiency and productivity of the bots.
And so you're using AI to power these bots. There has been concerns from some quarters that robots are going to steal all of our jobs. Is anyone at CommBank actually losing their job as you send out the bots?
No, not at all. This is a complete innovation where AI has actually unlocked an ability to go further and deeper in making criminal syndicates' profitability less. So there's no job losses associated with that at CommBank.
And when it comes to scams, as I mentioned, 150 million lost so far this year, and we're only in June at this point. Major banks have been criticised by consumer groups for putting the onus onto customers to not be scammed and then avoiding compensating customers when they are. What do you make of this ongoing criticism against the banks?
So maybe what's helpful is on the 20th of February, the government instituted the new Scams Prevention Framework Act that gained royal assent. That places strong accountability in terms of fines if there is non-compliance in either the banks, telecommunication industries, or the digital platforms, social media and the like, if we don't comply with the remit of those acts. So a real strengthening and shared accountability. And it's that shared accountability of reducing the bad content out there on SMSs, voice calls, social media, and the banks uplifting at the back end on the payment rails that's likely to be the successful story for Australia.
James, thanks for your time and good to speak to a real person today, not a bot.
Thanks, Amelia. Much appreciated.